Imagine your brain as a bustling city. Thoughts and actions are like traffic flowing through streets and avenues. Some routes are well-traveled, representing your habits. These are the actions you perform almost automatically, without much conscious thought. Every time you repeat an action, you reinforce a neural pathway, like cars wearing a groove into the pavement. The more you travel that route, the deeper the groove becomes, making it the path of least resistance. This is the essence of habit formation. Just like a city evolves over time, your brain is constantly changing based on your experiences and actions. Each new habit you develop is like constructing a new road, creating a new pathway for your thoughts and actions to follow. Understanding this dynamic relationship between habits and the brain can empower you to become the architect of your own life, shaping your thoughts, actions, and ultimately, your destiny. Habits form through a simple, three-step loop: cue, routine, reward. A cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. This could be a time of day, a location, or even an emotion. The routine is the behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. Finally, the reward is the positive outcome you experience, reinforcing the habit loop. For example, let's say you're trying to build the habit of daily exercise. Your cue might be setting your alarm clock 30 minutes earlier. The routine is putting on your workout clothes and going for a run. The reward is the feeling of accomplishment, the endorphin rush, and the long-term health benefits. Each time you complete the loop, the connection between the cue, routine, and reward strengthens in your brain. This makes it easier to repeat the behavior in the future, eventually turning it into an automatic habit. By understanding this loop, you can consciously design your environment and your actions to make it easier to build positive habits. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. It's not a static organ, but a dynamic, ever-changing system shaped by your experiences. This remarkable ability to change and rewire itself is called neuroplasticity. Every time you learn something new or form a new habit, your brain creates new neural connections and strengthens existing ones. This is like constructing new roads and expanding existing highways in the city of your mind. Neuroplasticity is a lifelong process. It means that you're never stuck with a fixed mindset or a limited set of abilities. You have the power to change your brain by changing your habits. Deep within your brain lies a group of structures called the basal ganglia. These structures play a crucial role in habit formation by automating your actions and behaviors. Think of the basal ganglia as the city planner, responsible for optimizing the flow of traffic in your brain. As you repeat a behavior, the basal ganglia take over, allowing you to perform the action with less and less conscious effort. This frees up your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain, to focus on other tasks. It's the reason why you can drive to work while simultaneously planning your day or listening to a podcast. You're not consciously thinking about every turn and lane change because your basal ganglia have taken over the driving habit. Detours and roadblocks, the challenge of change. Breaking bad habits can be challenging because they've become deeply ingrained in our neural pathways. Imagine trying to reroute traffic on a busy highway. It's not easy and it takes time and effort. When you try to break a habit, your brain resists the change. It prefers the familiar, comfortable route, even if it's ultimately detrimental. This is why willpower alone is often not enough to overcome deeply ingrained habits. Instead of relying solely on willpower, focus on understanding your triggers and finding alternative behaviors to replace the unwanted ones. It's like creating detours and gradually redirecting traffic to new routes. Section 6, building better roads, positive reinforcement and mindfulness. Positive reinforcement is a powerful tool for habit formation. When you reward yourself for engaging in a desired behavior, you're strengthening the neural pathways associated with that behavior. This doesn't have to be a grand reward. Even small, consistent rewards can be effective. For example, if you're trying to build the habit of reading more, reward yourself with a cup of tea or a few minutes of listening to your favorite music after each reading session. Mindfulness is also crucial. Pay attention to your thoughts and actions throughout the day. Notice your triggers and your habitual responses. This awareness is the first step towards making conscious choices and breaking free from autopilot mode. Section 7. Mastering the map. Intentional habit formation. Intentional habit formation is about becoming the architect of your life. It's about consciously choosing the habits that will lead you towards your goals and designing your environment to support those habits. Start by identifying your core values and setting clear goals. Then, break down those goals into smaller, manageable habits. Focus on building one habit at a time, mastering it before moving on to the next. Consistency is key. Make a plan and stick to it, even when you don't feel like it. Remember that every small step you take is rewiring your brain and shaping your future. Section 8. The power of tiny changes. Don't underestimate the power of tiny changes. Small improvements, when compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. Focus on making small, sustainable changes to your daily routine. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life overnight, start with one small habit, like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning or taking a short walk during your lunch break. Once that habit becomes automatic, add another one. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Embrace the journey and celebrate your wins along the way. Section 9. A journey of growth shaping your future, one habit at a time. Habit formation is a lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery. It's about understanding how your brain works and using that knowledge to create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Embrace the power of habits. They are the building blocks of your character and the architects of your destiny. By making conscious choices, one habit at a time, you can shape your brain, transform your life, and create a future filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment.